were talking a little bit about our topics this morning.
Yeah, it's going to be, I'm excited about it.
I think there might be a little crossover, just a small, there's one bit, I'm going to start off with a little bit of a disclaimer, a tag, I guess. There's a little bit of a NSFW bit in my segment today.
Okay, good.
And I mean, as much as we cuss and say the C word and stuff, you think, like, how much worse could it be? It's just, I just want to give a little bit of a...
I'm going to laugh in your face if it's not a big deal.
It's not a huge deal. It's slightly sexual.
Well, I'm excited to hear what this not safe for work element.
Slightly not safe for work. Let's. It's a little nefarious.
We're getting a little weird.
We're getting a little weird.
Getting a little kinky. I'm going to be talking about Marjoram. We got some herb action going, which you did an herb for the last episode, but this one's different enough.
Feeling herby.
I'm feeling herby too, and this is like, I've discovered, I think, my herb. Like, in researching it, I was like, well, this is perfect.
It's nothing like it.
It's great, yeah. And,
I love making a soul connection with something like that.
Well, and there's some fun, there's some good ritualistic elements to it that you can do that are really fun. So I'm excited about that. Yeah, nice. You can get a little weird with it.
I love getting weird.
I love to get weird.
Getting weird is my favorite.
And so you can do some fun things, very optimistic things, extremely happy herb. Like, really? it just like radiates positivity and happiness.
That's lovely.
It's very nice. So I'm very excited to talk about it. I've been thinking about it a lot ever since I've done the research, and I want to pick some up.
You were just beaming this morning, like, talking about. You were like, "This is my thing."
I love it, and I think it just part of it is contagious. Like when you
love a contagious herb.
I do. Yeah. And when you read up on it, though, and see what it does, and, you know, its history and everything like that, and what it's all tied to, it's hard to not feel happy, because it's just, like, not even a coincidence at this point, you know?
I'm also going to get a little bit weird.
I like weird.
Today. I'm gonna do some weird history. I'm going to do some witch myths.
Oh.
These are some of the most common witchy myths, or at least things that have led to the development of what we see.
Like tropes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. What we see today when we, of course, we're all at the point when we hear the word witch, we just, like, think of, like, our friend who's like a witch.
Yeah, pretty much.
But when most people, they hear witch, we're thinking of that cartoonish Halloween style
Hocus
witch.
Pocus.
Yes. All right, so some of these, in my research, some of these warrant their own episode. Like, the first thing I want to get into, there's so much there, especially in, like, ancient Roman and Greek.
They had some really, really cool shit.
There's some cool shit, and it's also extremely fucked up, which I'm all about. The more fucked up the situation is, there's been enough time, I think, that where we can look at it objectively and be like, yeah, that's fucked up. That's pretty cool. So the first thing I want to talk about is this notion of the witch always being an old, haggy woman.
No, that's a biggie. A lot of women died for no reason because of that.
Oh yeah, and it's one of the oldest. A lot of people out there think that it was something that came up around the same time that we were making the enlarged nose and, like, the skin growths and the voice, you know, which is all kind of fairly recent developments. But this one is old school myth. It started with the Romans and the Greeks, who had some interesting names for these women before they were witches. They were called respectively Strix and Lamia. And this meant anytime a woman they thought that these women would turn into screech owls.
Oh, I like that.
And they would turn into screech owls, and they would go flying around looking for young men and children to suck the blood out of.
I feel like they could have picked a better animal.
Than a screech owl?
Yeah. Well, like, I mean, it's a cool animal, but I don't see a screech owl's beak being good at blood sucking.
Like pecking, like at the neck, and then, I think they would transform back into their human form, which was usually an older woman, or what we would think of as a very sexy vampire lady. So witches, at least in these two cultures, have their roots in almost a vampiric kind of thing. And if I remember correctly, the vampire and the witch kind of have their beginnings at the same start point and then branch off. So they were vampire witches at the time, but they were viewed as old little haggy women because these were the women working with the herbs, and you know, they were usually like the midwives and things like that. And I'm not really sure where the owl came into play, like why it was a screech owl. I had read a couple of people say that it was because it was just the most like shockingly loud and like disruptive.
And it's nocturnal. Kind of like how the last episode,
with the familiars.
Yeah, animals were kind of suspected if they were nocturnal.
This was at a time where a lot of midwives, their jobs, they were being persecuted, you know, and a lot of these jobs that were traditionally like women's were being taken over, and they were trying to essentially strip women of power in a lot of places. So it was a scary thing. So they wanted to associate these old women with these scary screeching birds that would fly around. And it was said that they would turn into these owls and they would go out looking for lovers to torment or children to eat.
Just have to fuck shit up. That's what they're doing.
And I love the, because I feel like eating children, that's like an OG witch myth, you know, eating children. But the finding lovers to torment.
Oh, yeah.
That just sounds like somebody was personally scorned by like an old, like their old woman lover. And they were just like, she turns into an owl and fucks guys. I don't know.
That reminds me of, do you remember those books, Scary Stories to Read in the Dark?
Yes.
And they had that amazing illustration with those.
Yes.
Well, one of the stories was that a witch keeps turning this guy into a horse every night, and he's so fucking tired. And like, he lives all day as a dude, and like right at nighttime, he turns into a horse, and she rides him all night long like a bat out of hell, and she just keeps doing it. And that's what that reminds me of. Like, they're just fucking with people.
She's like, oh, you're tired? You've had a hard day working as a blacksmith?
Yeah, it's like,
turn into a horse and I'm gonna run you ragged.
Yeah, that's pretty much. And like, it was just over and over again.
The next one that I found really interesting is this is something that I have been obsessed with, like in the portrayal of witches for a long time, is like the green skin.
Yeah.
And that was a really, really, because there's no super deep, it's not super deep and witchy, this one, but it is really interesting, like a little piece of like our history, and not too long ago, this was a new thing. Like, green skin thing comes directly from the Technicolor MGM masterpiece that was
The Wizard of
Oz. And the only reason that happened is because they had this Technicolor, this new
They were just trying to make everything as colorful as possible.
They were trying to show off. And apparently this green color read really good. And it's true. If you do watch the film, that green color
it's iconic.
Looks really good.
Yeah, it's cool.
Same thing with her ruby red slippers. In the book, they were not ruby red.
Yeah, but man, they're fucking pretty.
Because so much of that movie now just feels like
was color for sport.
How much of this was just for showing off?
Well, and like, remember the field of bright red poppies, and I mean, it really was. It was just like a color bath. But that's interesting,
and that's one of the movies that like today I watch it, and it's so stimulating.
It really
that
is.
It's almost too much.
It is. It's a lot. Have you ever watched it with the Pink Floyd album?
I've always wanted to do
it's cool.
that.
It's very cool.
Yeah. So before the Wizard of Oz and before like the green toxic oil paint that they would slather
almost
on.
burned her. Well, that's not what burned her, but it didn't help. Trapdoor almost burned her face off.
The more and more you learn about the movie, the more you realize how fucked.
Did you ever read up what they did to Judy Garland?
Pumped her full of cigarettes and drugs,
and wouldn't let her eat.
Yeah,
horrible.
It's insane, and
I mean, get the fuck out of here with that. It was absolutely ridiculous.
All right, so the next one I've got is a little controversial. The overly large, like, crooked nose.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Anything that is seen as not the peak of beauty. Like, anything that's seen that could be taken as a flaw, they would take that and they would exaggerate it. Mm-hmm. But it also goes deeper than that, because one of the oldest ways to view witches was as the old hag, the crone, the old woman. And as we age, that cartilage
It does. It
grows,
never stops growing.
So it was taken from a very literal place even before we were focusing in on making it comedically large and pointy, they were already portrayed as like kind of big bulbous nose.
Like kind of cauliflower noses.
Yeah, cauliflower nose, like kind of red, like a little rosacea happening, you know. I saw a lot about this, and I have to touch on it because it would be unjust to not touch on it. A lot of people think that this has roots in like anti-Semitic propaganda.
Yeah, yeah, I understand.
This was already in a time, this is fairly recent history here, where the word witch was like a negative connotation for like a woman we didn't like, you know, an ugly old hag that we didn't like. Fuck her, give her a big nose, and relate her to like Jewish stereotypes. A lot of people think that had no basis. You know what I mean? That it was already like a thing. It was already portrayed that way, and it's seen more that way now than it was back in the time of like the Second World War. You know what I mean? Like it's almost, again, it's that myth that made itself.
Oh, I see.
You know, so somebody starts saying, "Oh, I think that has roots in like anti-Semitic things," so it kind of began snowballing.
Okay.
And now in a lot of ways it can be viewed as that, even to the point of where like it's almost embarrassingly obvious.
Yeah.
You know, in some costumes and some there's still like those propaganda portrayals out there, you know. So it is a little bit of a touchy subject that is rooted in like actual human anatomy. Like we get old, we get the big noses. Old women, of course, are witches. And that was a really, really interesting one. But it's not quite like this next one.
I'm ready for this one. Lay it on me.
I have heard this one before. And like I said, when I heard it, my first thought was like, no fucking way. That's one of those, like, you know, oh, you know, if your hand is bigger than your face, you're gonna die soon kind of things. Like, it was just too...
What?
You know.
You sounded like totally like a Minnesota and to, if your hand is as big as your face.
I know Minnesota is not tied in, but I was just thinking up north. We're from the South. Anything above the, like,
Mason-Dixon line.
Anything above that is north to us. But after where we were talking about the sturgeon fish slap of death, we had somebody who lived on Lake Huron. Like Huron. We had somebody write us from up there saying that she lived on the Great Lakes. And she says she's aware of the sturgeon. And she said, there are sturgeon in the lake that I live on. And since I was a child, I have had nightmares about
getting fish slapped to death. Yeah. It's a very valid nightmare.
She's like,
by an armored tank of death.
She's like, she's like, I related very much to the fear. So then, you know, we're talking and I'm just chatting with her and just having like this conversation because I told her I can't get it out of my head. It has bothered me. I'm shook to my core about it. So she starts talking to me and she's telling me these things like, she's like, oh, well, we have an aquarium near us. She said, where there's one that's like this fucking massive sturgeon.
It's like a school bus.
And, you know, and she says like, it'll like go up and it'll like hug or it'll like give affection to the guys who have to go into the tank, you know,
it's a sweet
care
thing.
for it. I guess. I don't know. I would actually shit if one of them tried to get near me. I don't care if it's giving me a hug.
I think it's cool.
You know what? It's just, it's putting my stomach in knots.
It's humbling because I think, you know, we as people, we think we're all that, you know?
Yeah.
But it's, the water I have such a respect for. Like, the ocean and lakes and water is like, that's a world that's not mine.
Deep fear.
You know? And it's like, I have the respect for it to be like, I don't belong there. You know, there's things in there that can kick my ass. And I accept that. And that's not their fault if they do. But it's a scary place. Like, the ocean is not something that I mess with. I'll get, like, maybe mid-shin deep.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all.
I do love me some ocean, you know.
I can do it better if I can see.
No, I'm lying. I love some beach. That's, you know, some blue crystal water that you can see through.
See, if I can see through it. But, man, like, getting out in the
Deep
water.
ocean? No.
It makes my stomach knot up.
Mm-hmm.
Like when Hunter and I went sea kayaking in La Jolla, and so we were out about 3 miles in the ocean, which that was fine because we were on kayaks, you know, but we were 3 miles in La Jolla Cove, which is famous for not only sharks, but also just like, it's a powerful ocean and there's like riptides and shit. And I
had a violent reaction when you said sharks.
There were swimmers crossing the cove and they were 3 miles out. just swimming. Like, you'd be kayaking and you just see a swimmer in the middle of fucking nowhere, and that made me want to pass out. Because they can't see. It's not clear water out there. It wasn't, at least when we went. And they're 3 miles in the ocean. They can't see. Like, it absolutely, those people have balls that I will never have.
Yeah. It's like people, you know, when you see like the photos of people who go up on the very tall buildings and they take like the selfie stick.
Oh, I did
like,
that.
Barely. You did. Yeah. You laid on the glass thing.
Yeah, that was fun. It was kind of a thrill.
Like, holding on to the thing with one hand and you're so far up into the sky that like there's just clouds and you can't see.
Well, fuck those people. Like, I have to be in at least in mine, I was in a glass box, you know,
Lord.
like, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
Just,
heights aren't really a problem for me, though.
Really, heights are my number. I have 3 things that I always say are my number 1 because I can't decide which terrifies me more. Heights, tornadoes, and the ocean. Yeah. Because there's so much shit in the ocean that it's not even an issue of there's so much shit in the ocean that can kill you.
It's just unknown.
It's unknown. Like that.
We've explored what, like 1% of our oceans or something crazy like that? Yeah,
something absolutely ridiculous. And the more every year you watch like things like Blue Planet or you know, the things like that come out, and every single time there is a slew. There's textbooks and textbooks of new things they've discovered. Weird fucking things.
You can't tell me that like the Marianas Trench isn't a portal to another dimension.
No, you can't tell me that that fish aren't aliens.
That's the thing. Fucking like an octopus like is an alien.
Yeah.
Have you seen videos of the shit they can do and how smart they are?
I don't like it.
They are so smart, and they can literally, there's nothing their body can't do.
I don't like it.
They are aliens. Like, I actually kind of am just like, they were here. They're just this own little alien species that is so much smarter than us, and they're just doing their thing.
And the fact that so much of it hasn't evolved in a long time because it basically hit perfection millions of years ago.
Sharks and whales and
they're like, no, we're done. Humans, y'all can keep evolving and keep changing to the point where you can trace it. But we're going to stay the same for millions and millions of years because we're
fucking good.
We're killing machines and we're perfect now.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't like it. Gonna get back to my topic. There's nothing like a dose of heart-wrenching fear in the morning.
I'm telling you, it just keeps you humble.
Alright, so one of the biggest questions you may have is, why is a witch always with her broom?
Oh.
Okay. Or more specifically, why are they flying their brooms? It's become so synonymous with witches that we don't even question the fact that, how weird is that?
That's weird.
Flying on a broom, like I get flying.
And not comfortable.
And not at all.
With female anatomy.
Well, not the way that these people use them.
I'm very excited to hear this.
Here we go.
I'm ready.
First of all, I want to touch on that the broom or the besom.
Yeah, besom.
Besom.
How do you say that?
Besom. Besom.
I read it very sci-fi, like besom. Like
I read like besom. I'm sure I should go and look.
It's probably like besom.
Yeah, something so different. That's the one word that's straight out of Texas. Besom.
Besom.
So that goes way further back than this particular
than this
thing.
little theory thing.
However, we weren't seeing them flying on their brooms.
Okay.
They were using their brooms for cleansing, metaphysical, and
a lot of like ritualistic type stuff. You sweep out your circle and stuff like that.
They were used for protection, everything. So this is not about that. This is specifically the flying on a broom.
I'm ready.
There's a couple of things that are very human nature in this to me. Like the first thing is constant search that humans have to get high. Especially on like psychotropic or hallucinogens.
Every civilization has figured out some way or another to alter their mind.
And it usually starts with plants. You know what I mean? Before there were chemists, cooking up meth out of comet and stuff.
People were making ayahuasca out of 2 types of plants in the rainforest.
And traditionally, who had the best knowledge and control of plants?
Them fucking witches.
Yes, ma'am.
Getting people high.
So when it was discovered that a lot of like rye bread, the way that they would make rye bread and rye-like substances in the process. Now, I'm not sure. I don't think it was fully baked. I think it was in the process of like fermenting. I don't know. Basically, at some point, there was this stuff that would grow on it called ergot. And it was like a fungus or like a...
I've heard of it before. I don't know what it is, though.
Yeah, it was a fungus. And it had very strong hallucinogenic properties.
It's like magic mushrooms.
Yeah. There were a slew of other witches' herbs that we still know to this day.
Yeah.
To have some kind of...
Marjoram does.
Exactly.
It's got it has some ties and some stuff like that.
They took this stuff that was a little bit more powerful than your everyday plant that you could pick out of the ground and be like, this has hallucinogenic, and they got these witches to start working on it.
Fuck yeah.
They want to help your boy get high.
She's so high above me. That is one of my favorite songs of all time.
Yeah?
Yeah, top 5.
It always makes me think of The Parent Trap.
Oh. Oh, that's good.
It always makes me think of The Parent Trap. And I'm not even sure if that song's in The Parent Trap.
It's just that era of time. I remember being a kid and we had our pool. And we always had that radio out there.
Yeah.
And it was just during those early 2000s, late 90s years.
Oh,
and
boy.
I remember that song. I remember Kiss Me, Sugar Ray. I was like every morning. I remember all of these summer songs.
Can we talk about the fact that Sugar Ray started off as like a metal band?
Yeah, and is mentioned on Road Rash many times.
If anyone out there has played Road Rash 64, hit us up.
I gotta find Sugar Ray, I can't stop now. Give me all your money. Sometimes I drive slow, sometimes I drive quick. Mean machine.
We did say we were going to do metal this episode.
Oh my god.
It works.
That worked.
Full circle.
Wow, that stays. Okay, so witches are getting people stoned.
They start to break this fungus down, and they start to see, hey, if I do this, it's going to be a little stronger. If I do this, it'll have more adverse effects. And they start to pair it up with similar plants that have similar properties. And they call it Witch's Brew, which was a happy accident.
Yeah.
That I stumbled across a whole other thing.
Whole other thing. Yeah, the Witch's Brew.
The Witch's Brew. So in the Witch's Brew, it would contain usually a mix of this ergot or ergo, who knows if I'm saying it properly, hemlock, nightshade, hinbone, mandrake, among other things. And I gotta guess that after talking that Marjoram was probably one of them.
Yeah, I almost guarantee you it was. And I've heard a lot about mandrake too. That's one that I want to touch on
Mandrake.
Eventually. Yeah, mandrake's cool.
After they kind of perfected their recipe that they liked, and it would vary from witch to witch and from place to place, but after they kind of got the formulation that they more or less dug, they would try to ingest it in different ways. Do we crush it up and eat it in food? Do we smoke it? Do we drink it in a potion? Like, how do we ingest this? And what they found was anytime they would eat it, they would have the side effects that they would have the desired side effects, but they would also have some pretty severe like nausea and vomiting and just all kinds of like gastrointestinal.
So it's like ayahuasca.
They were not enjoying the shits, is what I'm saying.
Okay,
that came with it.
I see now why you said that I might not enjoy it.
You might not enjoy it. So they went about being industrious women. They went about trying to find different ways to put this in their body. They found topically. Topically was a good way to do it.
Interesting. Well, the skin is the largest organ in the body. That makes sense.
So anywhere with a lot of glands, they found that
under the arms.
Under the arms was
inner,
a very...
I think inner
kind
thighs.
Of, yeah. Anywhere that...
Under the knee and shit.
Anywhere that'll sweat.
Yeah.
They found that under the arms was a really good spot. However, due to the fashion at the time, it was not completely... It wasn't a viable option to get to the armpit all the time, but what were women wearing a lot of times then? Big old skirts.
Yeah.
Like
Did
sometimes...
they just put them up their gooch?
Well, listen, up their gooch. Oh, God.
Their gooch.
Oh, Jesus.
Did they just put it in their taint?
They just shove it right against their taint. Macy, you're not wrong, actually.
Really? Okay.
They found that
that's a glandular place.
They decided if they applied it directly to the hoo-ha, it would, you remember that commercial? Head on. Apply directly to the forehead.
Oh, fuck. Yes, I do.
Witch's Brew. Apply directly to the genitals. if they put them on their Lulus, they would absorb them and have these trips.
Interesting.
So it became, so this little drug ring started, mostly with like witches in the middle and in the forefront,
Yeah.
and they would be distributing these to mostly other women.
Yeah.
Because,
put in their own little herb boxes.
Yeah. Here's my witch's brew for your witch's box.
Your witch box.
And, they decided to be a little cheeky here.
Okay, good. I like cheeky.
And they were looking for a way that they could distribute this and carry this around and have this in their homes and whatnot, a little bit under wraps. So they decided to take a very popular item from witchcraft history.
A broom.
They took the broom. It was at this point they had figured out how to put it into ointment form.
Gotcha.
So you would go to your local witch's hut. You would buy a broom, so you're casually strolling home with a broom.
Okay.
And
they would coat it.
It has been pre-greased, Mace.
Oh,
they would
wow.
They would go through the task of pre-greasing it for you.
This is fascinating.
And you would take it home, and sometimes it was like the actual, getting a little graphic, sometimes it was the actual end, and it was just an insertion kind of thing.
That's what I was picturing this whole time, yeah.
Sometimes it was more of like a midway down kind of thing, so you could like carry it, and it was like kind of more of like the pole itself, not the handle, but like the broom stick.
Okay.
Was kind of greased with this stuff, and because it was uncomfortable, to go full penetration here.
Yeah, with a splintery wooden broom.
Up the vagina.
Okay.
It was not completely... So what they did is they would kind of grease the sides of it.
They would just kind of...
So they could... So
I know where you're going.
Let's just say our typical...
They could ride the broom.
They could ride the broom.
With quotation marks,
yes.
Yeah. I am
how we picture it.
About this. This is great information. I just did not know this. I'm really loving this.
It gets even more interesting to me because you couldn't just talk about this with everybody. You could talk about this from the witch who sold you the broom.
You might be killed for being a fucking witch.
And you fuck with plants, you're a witch, you're dead at this point in history. So you ride your broom and then you talk about it with your lady friends. So it took a little while for people to kind of realize that one of the biggest sensations of this drug was a sense of flying and floating and weightlessness, right?
So they're getting high on their broom.
So they're
flying on their broom.
It became a thing. They would go flying on their broom. And then it became a whole thing where they said they would, they'd have like little code terms and stuff with it. Or even just like taking, poking fun at it, saying, I'm going to go fly tonight. I'm going to show how high I'm going to go show my crops how high I want them to grow.
Love this.
And I love that. I want to show my crops how high to grow. Yeah. Is basically the same as I'm going to go get so high.
I'm going to get so high, you guys. Like, off to the stratosphere high. Like, by riding my greased broom that's coated with herbs made by a witch. Are you fucking kidding me?
No, man.
That is some cool history.
Isn't it great?
I love that.
So, that's the history behind that, which is funny when you look at it today, the way that there's like cute little yard signs of a witch holding her,
I
or like
never
riding
see
her
it the
broom.
same way again.
Or that thing where it's like the witch's legs wrapped around a tree and her broom's like sticking out the back. I'm like, I know what you were doing.
Yeah.
So yes, never look at it the same way.
That's great. That's very, very great. I like that a lot. Very interesting.
And then that's also one of those things that was taken when it became common knowledge about what they were doing at the time. It was taken and it was portrayed as a bad thing. Like they're witches and they're riding that broom.
Yeah.
Like,
well, they're having a good fucking time doing it, dickhead.
Fucking riding the broom.
You could take a page out of their book.
So you need to go ride the broom.
I thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I really like that.
I knew that was going to be the cornerstone of my piece today.
Very informative. I'm a fan.
Well, it just points out the ingenuity.
I mean, yeah. Okay, so here's the deal. Like, these women were going to get high no matter what.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean, that's what I like about it. Like, they found a very discreet, but awesome.
Yes.
Awesome way to do it.
Yes.
Like, I love it. I think it's excellent.
And I have this image, and I know it's probably nothing like it was, but I have this very, like, stylized image of a town square, and there's, like, a woman walks up to a booth, and she, like, gives a wink to another woman, and she like slides her a broom, and there's just like that understanding. And it's this underworld of broom riders.
I love it. Very cool.
So you think you have an herb that might have graced the Yanni at one point?
I do. I do. This is a cool herb. I really like it a lot. I think it's one that I'm definitely going to start working with a lot. And I think you'll be interested in it too, because there are some really great ritualistic type things that you can do with it. It's cheap, it's easy, but it's also fun. And that's kind of this herb is fun. It's lively and happy. It's a very pretty little plant. And it's kind of flavored pine and citrusy. I love to cook with it. It has like a good citrusy type feel to it. And it's indigenous to Greece, Cyprus, and Turkey.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It has a strong association with love.
Really?
Yeah, it's a big love herb. It's due to a close association with Aphrodite. Yeah, you know, she's this fierce
Aphrodite.
There it is. It comes back. She's fierce, beautiful goddess of love, as well as Isis, the Egyptian goddess of love and all blessings. So it's always interesting when you have two cultures that both do the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, I always think that kind of gives a little bit of merit to the
Yeah.
topic. You know?
There's a sense of validation. Right?
Yeah, I love that. Unsurprisingly, it's kind of believed to be essential in love spells. So this is a big sachet herb. Many ancient cultures would sew or weave a sachet of marjoram into a wedding gown. You know, kind of for long-term happiness and fertility. It's a super happy herb. I mean, it is. Like, this is just a happy little plant. It's said to bring smiles and optimism and banish sadness. Sadness is not allowed. Like, it's just this little warrior who's just like...
I picture him as just like a little...
Just like, whooping sadness's ass. Just
like brandishing like a wooden spoon.
Yeah. Get on, you! Burning crushed marjoram on charcoal in all four corners of the room, while singing and being joyous and just having a good time. It invites in positive elementals and happy spirits. Yeah, so it's a very inviting but cleansing herb at the same time. I thought that was kind of interesting. Marjoram is long used to banish winter sadness. Very, very interesting.
I see the tie-in.
It is big for winter seasonal depression. But not only that, it's pretty commonly ingested to prevent colds, flu, things like that, congestion. It's a good immunobooster, it seems. That's what it was used for. I do want to say, and I don't know why this is, but I should mention it. It says don't drink it when you're pregnant, just so you know. And
just general disclaimer with anything about herbs and stuff.
Yeah, make sure you check on that first.
Yeah.
A mixture of marjoram and violets in a sachet together is said to also, like, that really helps prevent against the winter sadness and things like that. Combination, the marjoram and the violets. And it also is said to please the fairies. Yeah. So the name marjoram translates as joy of the mountain. It really, I mean, through and through. And Greeks believed if it sprung from the graves of those past, that they were having a good afterlife.
Dope.
Yeah. Very Rohan-esque, too. I remember those white flowers on the tombs.
Eva has it graced the tombs of my forefathers.
There it is again. You can place it around the house in, like, potpourri dishes to clear away sadness and, you know, keep the atmosphere very light.
I need some of this on me at all times.
It's great. I know. So, on a waning moon, sprinkle the dried herb on your floors. All over your floors. And leave it overnight. And you can do the whole time you're doing it, just like in that other ritual, just be dance and sing and really just get it all out. You know?
Put on some kick-ass music.
Yeah, and just like sprinkle it on the floors and just have a moment with it, you know. And leave it overnight. And as you're going to bed, imagine it just absorbing and clearing away all of the negativity and jinxes, anything, you know. And in the morning, sweep it up. And I kind of would want to burn it.
Yeah.
I think, just to kind of take it outside and clear away all of that stuff that it picked up.
Let it go back.
Yeah, just kind of send it out. Or you could probably just sweep it into the earth, but yeah, so sweep it up in the morning, take it outside, and it's kind of absorbed all of that.
It's like a spiritual baking soda.
Exactly. It is. And I thought that was great. So there are some mind-altering properties to it. Not super, super strong.
You put it up your butt?
But it was used in the OG absinthe.
Oh.
Yeah, before it was illegal. So it was used in absinthe.
Before it was just an alcohol. It
had back when absinthe was like a mamma
back
jamma.
when that meant something.
Yeah. So it was in there. It was used everywhere. It was used in ales before hops became the standard. Marjoram is known to, this is one of the biggest benefits, smooth the muscles of the digestive system. So it's supposed to really help you with digestion, and as well as menstrual cramps, because it smooths the womb muscles as well. It calms them down, which I was just like,
yes,
all
please.
Of it. Give me a basket of it.
I will eat it in a
salad.
I
will eat it with a spoon. It's good for relaxing the mind and easing insomnia. Because it's almost, I know it doesn't, but it has a lot of the same characteristics that marijuana does, in the sense of it's very happy, but at the same time it's very relaxing. But it's by no means the same kind.
Might help ease some pain.
Yeah, it's probably more like CBD, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, so it relaxes the mind and eases insomnia. It also is really good for overcoming grief and emotional upset. To kind of help dig you out of that, because it's just this ray of sunshine herb, and if something's happened to you, or maybe in your home, do that thing where you sprinkle it up and kind of let it take that away. It's a lucky plant too. It's having it around your property, like planted around it, it's said to help create a protective and optimistic barrier. So it's kind of working outside too.
Yeah, I remember reading about this in that book, The Magical Household.
Nice.
They have a whole slew about the plants to grow, and I remember reading this one going, oh shit, I could use some luck.
I liked that, yeah. You can add with food, along with basil. The two energies and like the properties of the plants work well together to ensure peaceful and happy energies for those who consume it. And I thought this was really funny because I didn't know this, but I use marjoram and basil together all the time. Oh. Yeah, I mean, they do just like taste well together.
Go hand in hand.
Yeah, but I use them together. Legend says, if you anoint yourself with it before bed, you can see your future spouse, because it's that love spell thing, it's very love oriented.
All right.
Yeah. And if you place a sachet of it under your pillow, you can have very vivid dreams.
Oh, give it to me.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
That's some lavender and an amethyst, and you're gonna
eat some chocolate before bed, and you're gonna have some crazy.
Is that a thing?
Oh yeah. Eating like dark chocolate before bed can make you have some crazy dreams.
I'm gonna do this tonight.
I mean, you can have some wacky dreams.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
You can also put it in a sachet, or however you want. You can use it in a bath. And from what I was reading, do it every day for 7 days. If you're in like a deep emotional rut or dispel grief, sadness, do it every night for 7 days. Soak in it with the sachet in the water, to restore your optimism. Yeah. To kind of get you back on a plane of like, all right, button. Let's do this. Which, I love a bath.
Yeah.
I love a good bath.
You love a good bath.
Anything that I can put in my bath water, I'll do it.
That is, I feel like a human potion.
In a bath. Yeah, I do. I feel like I'm like a sponge just soaking in my potion magic.
To me, it's almost, bath water is just useless without shit in it.
Oh, then it's gross.
Then it's just, then it's just a still shower.
Yeah.
It's not
soaking in it. Arm yourself and your home with this herb. It's a stout, happy little shrub, and even its little stance, it's just like, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna go away.
You better
you turn around.
Get out of here.
I'll get you. I don't know, like, it's just a very cute looking plant. So yeah, it promotes love, of course, happiness, will dispel grief. I really like that, and sadness. As well as invite in those good spirits and elementals. And I think we could all use a little bit of good earth elementals and some mystical, optimistic, protective beings in our house. You know, your spirit familiars, if you will, kind of coming in and...
Like, y'all can come chill.
Yeah.
Hang out.
Teach me shit.
If you're doing no harm, you're welcome here, you know?
Yeah. Which that really is kind of how it is. I liked it. It's because, you know, we've talked about sage before, how sage is like bleach. Mm-hmm. This one it's still cleansing and protective, but it still is inviting. Yeah. You know, so it's kind of a way to...
It's not your hand sanitizer of herbs.
Yes, exactly. Right. As you're still able to have a little bit of mysticism, you know, kind of involved, and but it'll keep them bullies away, them rascals, you know. But I'm definitely going to pick some up today because I want to start just kind of putting it around the house a little bit.
You know what? You've got me on this. I'm going to get some discs because I have some discs for my hookah somewhere. I don't know where it is. I'm going to get some charcoal discs. I'm going to get some Marjoram, and I'm going to try this shit out today. Yeah. I'm very excited about it.
And an old school way, they would just sprinkle it in the corner. Yeah. Like, just like a pinch in the corner. And just leave it there. And you change it every month. So you need to,
that's less often than salt.
Yeah, so like every new moon is when it's good to put it down from what
it's so good to track shit like this by the moon.
And so every new moon you need to freshen it all out. Yeah.
And let's both get some today.
I want to. Yeah.
Let's try it out, and then let's post about it on our Patreon posts that we do. Yeah. And that can be a little topic of discussion between us and our sweet, sweet patrons.
Patrons.
I don't like how it's a double word. I don't like words that can sound different. I need all my words to sound the same. God damn it. So yes, we do things like that over on our Patreon page. We will post little snippets, little extra bits of content, topic requests, polls, just extra discussions. We're gonna let you guys know what our next some of the tiers will let you know what our next episode is gonna be. So you know if we say, hey, in a week or so we're gonna be talking about Marjoram, you know, and you have some knowledge, you can jump on in.
Oh, that'd be great.
Let us know.
That would be excellent. Yeah.
So that's what we're doing over there. We are Patreon/wbahpodcast.
Which, this is episode 13, but we have ghosts on the 15. Episode 15 is our paranormal episode.
It is. So, as you're hearing this, we will have one more week, and then the week after that will be it.
It'll be ghost-sode.
So in 2 episodes.
Oh, I'll be talking about the Men in Black. Yeah, and the real Men in Black, not the nice, friendly Men in Black that we all think that is. Well, not we all think that. A lot of people are probably very well aware of how fucking scary the Men in Black are. But I'm very excited to talk about it.
There are a few things that chill me deep down to my bones.
They're one of them.
Like the Men in Black.
Them and one more, which is what you're going to be talking about.
The Black-Eyed Children.
Fuck. Yes. They are one of my biggest fears. We're going to get spooky, and I could see it being a long one, because we love this shit, you guys, and we've been waiting for another paranormal episode, like you can't believe.
And now we have the added benefit of having these extra stories from the listeners.
I know. Y'all please send in your stories. It's, it doesn't even have to be ghosts. It could be, anything that you can't explain.
Unexplainable
phenomenon.
Anything that when you think about it, it gives you that little chill.
Yeah, that's something to deep down you know, like, that wasn't right.
Something
was a little weird there. We love weird. Give it to us.
Send those in to wbahpodcast@gmail.com.
Oh, yeah.
Excited.
We need to be done now.
Like how we just hit the wall. Like in every episode, there's just a point where we're like, okay. We're Tenacious D now.
It's KG with the feather and the French tickler.
Look up, baby, he got the tools.